These are so sweet. My gummies don't cut out like yours. Ugh. If I send them to you, they're gonna mold and go bad. Why aren't they coming out like mine? What happened? What happened? Can you please do more desserts? Yes, I can do more desserts. Oh, never. More dessert. I write this down. More dessert. Check out Great Low Carb Bread Company pasta. I have it, and I love it. It's yummy.
Ladies, this is my friend Erica, TikTok Keto, and she's live right now on TikTok. TikTok.
What kind of meat, Dory? What kind of meat? What's like the flavoring? Help me out here.
Greek.
What kind of flavoring? I'm gonna look it up. Did you hear my esophagus? It went. You are live on my IG. Oh my gosh. Okay, ready? Ready?
Whoop whoop.
Isn't it the cutest thing ever? Go to the link in my bio. We got you a discount. It's so good. Mwah. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Danos. Thank you, Dory. You're so resourceful. So resourceful. Greek flavor? I love Greek flavor. I love Greek flavor. Okay, I'm totally going to try those. I'm totally going to try those. The golden balance, yes. You probably can help me. What are these?
So I'm going to show you guys her TikTok so you can check it out because she's stinking amazing, by the way. She just released her cookbook too, and I have a link for that on my page, but she's hilarious. Her recipes are so funny. Her family tasting the food, priceless.
I prepared for you a copycat version of Pat's cheesesteak keto style. You want some of that?
And I absolutely love her. She is my favorite. So if you guys are on TikTok, go check out Erica on TikTok. And the spices she was just showing, those are Dano's spices. So I'll show you where to find him too. Dano's seasonings. He's available on TikTok, and I just tagged him on Instagram too. So go check out his Instagram. And I'm going to follow him, and I think you guys should too. Miss Joette. So I was just watching Erica on live on TikTok, and she got a package from Dano Seasonings, and we haven't seen them yet, and they look really, really cool. No sugar keto ones. So am I going to go check them out on Instagram and on TikTok? And we were checking out Miss Erica live on TikTok. So she's live right now. If you guys want to go catch her, it's not too late. Look up TikTok Keto. Dory can spell right now. TikTok Keto. It's Erica, and she is live right now if you want to hang out with her on TikTok. So I'm going to let you guys go, and I'm going to hang out with my TikTok friends. I don't know if he follows back yet or not, but I'm hoping he does. Fingers crossed. Because I'd like to check out a new spices and help him promote.
Thanks for hanging out.
So I will see you guys later. And go check out Erica on TikTok because she's amazing and I love her. She's fantastic. Oh, by the way, we wanted to grow these. Have you guys seen these before?
I like it, but not a lot.
So they're called finger lime, and I think they look super cool. And Al was thinking about growing me some. Do you think that'd be something cool? It looks like caviar, but it tastes like lime. So it's very citrusy. I think it's kind of cool, though. And if you would be interested in that, I think I'm going to get Al to grow me some of that. So I'll see you guys later. And while we're on TikTok, I'll show you mine, too, because why not? Why not? We're on the TikTok. And if we're not hanging out on TikTok yet, we need to be, guys. Oh, and I just posted a brand new challenge. We're going to play Chaffle Challenge. So I want you guys to post your favorite chaffle recipes and tag it with Chaffle Challenge. I think it's a fun game to play. I made a broccoli one today. And I made a pizza one today. So I want you guys to play that with me. I think it would be a fun game. And guess what? It's it's a brand new tag. It doesn't exist yet. So when you click on it, it's going to start the videos there. So when you use the hashtag, it'll all collect here and we'll be able to see them. And I started the hashtag on Instagram too. So I'll show it to you on Instagram, because we got the hashtag going there too. So when you use the hashtag Chaffle Challenge, it's gonna take you to our brand new challenge spot. And it looks like we already have an entry. I love it. Whoop whoop. Let's give it some love and check it out. Oh, peanut butter and chocolate chip. Yes. Yes. What? Oh, I'm all over it. Like, with the bagel seasoning. Yeah. Hello. So, what are we doing? So originally I started out, I was watching TikTok live and I was watching my friend Erica. And then I decided I would show you guys, we're going to play Chaffle Challenge. And I started us a brand new hashtag on Instagram and on TikTok. So I want you guys to share your favorite chaffle recipes and let's play some fun tag game. Like, yum, yum, yum. And I know we all have like a million chaffle recipes. So, woohoo! Joette's doing laundry. Man, I gotta do that. I won't lie. Like, I'm in my house coat, guys. Like, this is my house coat. And I'm playing TikTok right now. That's that's what I'm doing. So let's go back to our TikTok real quick. Brand new Chaffle Challenge. And our friend TikTok Keto is live right now. So if you want to go hang out with Erica on live, that's what she's doing. And she is awesome. She's answering questions and she's taking recipe requests right now. So that's what's up at my house. And that's what I'm doing right now. So I hope you guys have an awesome, awesome day. And if you're not on TikTok yet, we need to. Like, we need to. And I'm going to show you guys why. Like, it is so much fun here. All of our friends are here, I promise. Like, and this is how I'm going to prove it to you. Watch what happens if you TikTok Keto Fam and look up that hashtag and see how many people are in that hashtag waiting to be your friend. This is how many friends we have waiting for us right there on TikTok. They want to hang out with us. They want to make recipes with us. They want to be silly with us. Let's make some new friends and hang out together on TikTok. By the way, if you guys haven't seen this lady yet, I have shared some of her stuff and she is stinking amazing. Let me turn her up for a second.
Eat more carbohydrate heavy or sugary foods. So the sugary foods affect the part of your brain that releases dopamine and endorphins. So the pleasure center of your brain. So of course, when you eat those things, you feel better. But then we blame people because they eat to feel better. We don't understand that carbohydrates.
She's amazing. I'm going to show you guys her profile. She's Canadian. And she's the keto psychologist. I love her. She's based out of Ontario and her content is amazing. She has, I'll show you guys. Oh, she doesn't have her link, but she's got her YouTube link. So I'll show you guys her YouTube. She's got YouTube. She does have Instagram as well, but it's not direct linked to her TikTok. And she is amazing. If you guys are looking for somebody new to follow, who's fun, who has really good information, but won't talk down to you, I highly recommend Violet. She's amazing and we love, love, love her. So I'm going to show you guys a couple other tags because if you haven't seen Keto Fam, you probably honestly don't understand how to find all your keto peeps and all the stuff that you want. So if you look up keto, it's going to bring you up a list of all the most popular keto hashtags. So we've got keto, keto diet, keto life, keto recipes, keto snacks. Each of these things is going to bring you to videos about that. So if we click on keto weight loss, it's going to bring you to stories about weight loss, food about weight loss, people's before and after pictures. I also use TikTok to sort my content. So I'm going to show you guys how that works. So for example, you love my dog, right? Everybody loves Kaya. Let's go to colorful hashtag Kaya. Kaya has her own hashtag. So when you go to her hashtag, it's going to bring you to all of the videos that have Kaya in them. And it lists them by the most viewed videos. So if you're like, oh my God, I love Dory's dog and I want to see more of Dory's dog, all you have to do is go to her hashtag. Mr. has one as well. He has his colorful Mr. And you can see all of his videos there if you want to see more of Mr. Now, if you use your TikTok because you want my recipes, absolutely everything that I post together will be under Colorful Keto with Dory. So if you look at my hashtag, it shows how many views each video has altogether. This is also a great way to track your total views. So this will show you, these are my top videos. These are the ones that people are watching the most. And then you can also separate them by what they are. So this one is a cheese chips recipe. So if you look and we hashtag cheese, look, you're going to pull up all kinds of cheese recipes. So hashtags on TikTok are actually super helpful when you're looking for something. So if you want to find other TikTok moms, you can find other TikTok moms. If you want to find cringy mom videos, look at that. Boom. Mom cringe. I own this hashtag, by the way, just saying, like, come be cringy with me. It's so much fun. The other thing that I do with hashtags is I'll use them to sort things. For example, if you're looking for any of my bacon recipes, I have a fun little hashtag that I like to use called Bacon Loves Me Back, or Bacon Loves You, but I'm its favorite. So if you click on that, you're going to see all of my recipes that have bacon in them and funny videos about bacon because so if you're looking for something specific on TikTok, that's how I sort my content. So for example, if you are looking for, I don't know, what's something I make, guys? What's something I normally make? Keto mug cake. Keto mug cake. So if you look at hashtag keto mug cake, it's going to bring you to all the mug cakes that people have put in there. So this means, man, look at that. That's the coffee mug cake that we made. Now, for example, this is a Dalgona cake. So you can click on that and guess what it brings you to? Ah, the coffee. And you can click around and look at, you can go around to all different things from any one recipe you're looking at. So you want to look at specifically coffee cakes? Yay, there's a hashtag for that. And you can add whatever hashtags you want to your recipes to make them easier for people to find. So, for example, let's think cheese chips. Now, also people call them apparently cheese crisps. But I'm in Canada and we call them cheese chips. So if you look at the hashtag cheese chips, look at that. Look at all the different kinds of cheese chips. And I kind of own this one too. This one's my recipe. Look at these ones are ones from Halloween. They look like blood. And you just melt the cheese and add the food coloring. But check that out. Like, doesn't it look like creepy, goopily blood chips? Like, for funsies, why not? Right? Like, and you can find all kinds of cool, fun recipes just by searching around the hashtags. Now, I will warn you, this is a rabbit hole. Like, you're going to find so many things that you love by going through hashtags and checking them out. So let's look at the cheese crisp, because I only recently learned that Americans call them crisps and not chips. And I was like, what? Like, what? Crisps? They're chips. Cheese chips. But you can go on the cheese crisps and you can find them too. So this is look, it's Lindy. Ah, Lindy.
Another simple keto lunch. All right, super easy keto lunch.
Hi, Lindy. Oh, you're here, Erica. We're showing stuff on TikTok, and I was showing everybody your live and how to navigate all of the hashtags on TikTok, because it's so stinking fun. And most people don't realize that all of our friends are there. Let's look at keto over 40. Like, seriously, look. Our friends are here. All of our friends are here. Look it. If people say, oh my God, you're too old for TikTok, tell them to Google TikTok over 40, TikTok over 50, TikTok over 60, and then show us that we're too old, because we're not too old. And yes, this did accidental turn into a TikTok tutorial. Sorry, guys. We're like obsessed with the talk, though. Like, I'm so in love with it. It makes me so happy. It brings me joy, and it brings out my silly. Like, I think that's what I love the most about TikTok. When I found it, I was so bogged down in Facebook garbage and IG junk and judgy people, and everybody was making me feel crappy about myself. And I was looking for something fun, and I came across TikTok, and I thought, you know what, that it looks like so much fun. Like, everyone is silly there. They're having a good time. They're being kind to each other. And at first, I never thought about it for keto either. I just thought, you know what, I'm going to make silly videos. Like, I'm going to have some fun. I'll show you if I can find it in the mom cringe, some of the first ones that I made, because I wasn't thinking about it for keto. I just was looking for something for me. I needed something away from everything I do on social media, because I love it and I love you guys so much. But when you do it every day and it's your life, it becomes so overwhelming some days, and you wake up and you think, you know what, I started doing this because I wanted to have fun and because I wanted to teach people to have fun. And you wake up one day and you're like, but I'm not having fun. Like, how can I teach people to have fun when I'm not having the fun? Like, so I thought I need to find my fun again, and TikTok is the ticket.
That was my son calling from downstairs, and when I called him back, he said, "Cringy TikTok videos, mother? Really? Cringy TikTok videos?" And I was like, well, yeah, duh. Hello, so much fun. And besides, how do you even know? I haven't even done it yet. Like, you're not supposed to know until I already did it. It's posted places. It's too late. And he goes, "I can hear you." I can hear you telling people you're gonna make cringy TikTok videos. And I was like, whatever, like, what do you care? You don't use TikTok.
So I was on live with you guys on Instagram the day that I decided I was going to do it, and I was going to do a TikTok, and I was going to make cringy TikTok videos because, hello, cringy TikTok videos, so much fun. Like, and also when you're hip, like,
My real sweater too, by the way. I love it. So
Oh, okay. So we have to talk about this comment because I love you and don't give up on your journey because people are shitty. And I'm going to tell you that that happened to me too. It happened, and I think that it does happen. It's sad and it's unfortunate that anybody would try to take credit for what you do, and you know your story and you know how hard you struggled to do that. But it happened to me too. I had a friend once upon a time that I networked with who wanted to start a coaching business. And I understand that you can't present yourself as a coach without saying, hey, I coach this person and I do this or I do that. So the first time we were on live together and she just blurted out that she was my coach and she coached me behind the scenes, first of all, I was caught off guard and I was in shock and I didn't really know what to say. Oh, let's get us something to look at while we talk, just so that you don't have to look at my face. Let's go back to Instagram. Why not? We'll go back to Instagram. So I didn't know. I didn't know what to say. So I just I let that slide and I laughed that off and I didn't know what to say. And then it started being in every single live we did. She would say, oh, I'm Dory's coach. I coach her in the background. And then it started to get nasty. And she would say things like, oh, you guys don't understand how much work it is to keep somebody like Dory on track. You just don't know how much effort it is and how much work it is to keep somebody scattered like Dory in line. And I thought, you know what? You never coached me to begin with. I mean, we were friends and we trade information back and forth the same as you would with any of your friends. But by no means was she my coach, not my keto coach, not my life coach, not my business coach, not my coach in any shape whatsoever. So something kind of happened. And when I started to diverge a little, I guess, and this is around about the time that I started making kid-friendly content. And she didn't approve of my kid-friendly content. She felt like it was a departure from what I was doing and that it was a distraction from my keto. And for me, I didn't understand that because it seems like a natural extension to me of what I do. And what the original blowout was about is I had one of my ladies message me and she told me that her daughter had written a children's book and she would love for me to read it and review it. So she mailed it to me. But when I went on Amazon to review it, Amazon's not stupid and it knows I don't buy stuff from it. So it wouldn't let me review her book. So I offered to do a reading for her, not the whole book because she wanted to publish it, but just to be able to, let's look at cotton candy for a minute. Why not? Just to be able to show it for her and promote it a little bit. And at the time, you guys know my Evelyn, and she was only 2 years old at the time, and she really wanted for me to read her a storybook. So I decided it would be a great way to do that together. We could do a story time with Auntie Dory, and I could read the book, and I did that. It's on my YouTube. I'll actually show you guys that, because I did do that video. Colorful Keto with Dory. Also, did you know that you can search stuff on YouTube this way too? So if you are looking, for example, for my cake recipes, all you have to do is put in Colorful Keto with Dory cake on YouTube, and it will bring you all of my cake recipes, including cheesecake, just saying. So if you didn't know that, you can search for everything you want on YouTube too. Joette, you're here, so I'm going to show you. Search Dory, Colorful Keto with Dory Carnivore, and it'll pull you up specifically all of my carnivore recipes all in one spot for you so that you don't have to sort through, because I have thousands of videos and I love you guys too much to think that you can dig through all of the content. I can hardly find what I'm looking for sometimes. So let's do, and I think I called it story time. You can also find live Q&As this way. So these ones are my grown-up story times. Okay, so I didn't call it that. This is the other thing. It's only helpful if I can remember what I called it. Like, if I can remember what I called it, then I can find it. I don't know. What, Joette, do you remember what I called it? Oh, I don't remember. I'll have to find it for you guys and post it. I wonder if I just look up book, if it'll come up under that way. But anyways, I did the live. I had a really good time. The kids really loved it. But after that, she kind of freaked out on me and said, you know, you're losing your focus and it looks bad on me because I'm telling people that I'm your coach and I keep you on track, but now you're off track. And I didn't consider that off track. I still don't consider that off track. And I tell you guys all of the time that if you made me choose, and trust me, I love you guys. You know I love you guys. But if you ever got uppity about my kid content and said you have to choose, Dory, you either make content for us or you make content for kids, I'd leave you in a heartbeat because kids are the future. I can spend the next 20 years teaching, 40 to 60-year-old women to be healthy, or we can go to where it starts and we can teach kids to be healthy. And guess what? They won't be sick. They won't be overweight. They won't have diabetes. They won't have mental health issues. And that's how we change the world. That's how we change the world. And I will say that when you begin your journey with someone, it's very easy to become attached to that and to see your future with them. Do you know what I mean? Building a brand, building a style, you believe in them, you feel like they believe in you. But as you grow and change on your journey, not everyone is going to want to take your same path. So at the end of the day, what you really need to do is dig in and be you, because whether it gets you views or not, whether it gets you following or not, if you are always doing what you believe in, if you are always being true to yourself, then it doesn't really matter if somebody else agrees with what you're doing. Like, does it matter if somebody agrees with me if I'm doing what I want to do and what I'm meant to do? Like, what I'm meant to do. And as I sign off, I want to share something with you guys because this is up on my channel. I've never taken it down, even though it is so embarrassing. I literally have not watched this in years because it's so uncomfortable for me. Okay, I met this person and us connecting and me promoting her business blew up. Yep. And Joette and I have been there too. I think you should shoot Joette a message and you guys can chat a little bit about that. It's hard when you promote somebody and you love them and you believe in them and they don't reciprocate, I guess. And the thing is, you give it out of love and out of joy. And if you feel bitter about giving it in hindsight, it kind of takes away the feeling in which you gave it originally. And I won't lie, maybe one day we'll sit down and do a live and we'll talk about all the people that I used to, love and promote that I just don't anymore. But at this point, I think it's important to talk about where we start and where we go and how we grow on our own. And yes, a lot of people that were super close to me that I thought, I can't imagine. It's like a breakup, right? When you think, I can't imagine my life without this person every single day. They're such a big part of my journey. And then something happens and you realize that maybe they weren't a positive influence on your journey. And I think so many of us, we deal with self-esteem issues that okay, let's say me. I'm going to say me. I'm not going to lump you guys into this. I have self-esteem issues. And I want to believe that people's friendship is genuine as I am to them. So we'll leave that at that. And I will say, if you guys think that everything is smooth and great and wonderful and easy when you start, it's not. So when I learned about keto, I learned about it online. And I don't have any friends in real life who did keto. So I learned about it, and I realized when I made my very first video that I was using the British pronunciation of keto diet. But I want you to know that this video that took 1 minute and 48 seconds, and we're going to watch it and we're going to cringe together. I want you to know that this took me 28 takes of sheer awkwardness to get this. And I finally just went, okay, good enough. But I want you to know that this is where I came from. This is where I began, and things that are awkward can be smooth eventually. So let's start from the beginning of the video, because I tried to watch it and I couldn't. Like, seriously, I was cringing so bad. So November 8th, 2017 was the day I originally started my channel. It was the day that Isaac told me I had to change the name. See the corner and how all of my stuff is taken over by keto? Originally, I was going to call myself the Keto Corner with Dory. And that day that I was recording this video, Isaac said, that is so boring. And you are not boring. You are colorful, from your hair to your personality to your food. And colorful keto was born. But what I want you guys to see is what an awkward and uncomfortable birth it was. Oh, it's so bad, guys.
Hi, I'm Dory, and you're watching my brand new YouTube channel, Colorful Keto with Dory.
Awesome.
So I just wanted to make a quick hello video. Hi, I'm Dory, and just give you guys an idea of what we're going to do on this channel and the kinds of things we're going to learn together. So we're going to focus on a low-carb or ketogenic diet. You may know an awful lot about this way of eating, and you may not. But in all honesty, we're going to learn together, and we're going to start with the basic recipes that I learned for ketogenic diet. Things like the 1 minute muffin,
so bad,
90-second bread, quick and easy recipes, lunches to go, how to prepare dinner for your whole family when you're the only one who's eating ketogenic. So we're going to have a lot of fun together. I'm hoping that you guys will have tons of comments and recipe suggestions. I have a good base to start with.
Right? Before the lights.
For new recipes. So if there's anything
I'll show you guys when that started, because that was a transition too.
On a ketogenic diet, I'd love to see your comments, and we're going to start making videos and posting content ASAP, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Betty!
Getting to know you guys and bringing a little color, excitement, love, and flavor back into your kitchen. So I'm Dory, and this is Colorful Keto with Dory. I look forward to seeing an awful lot of you. Have a great day.
So awkward, like really, really awkward. And I will tell you guys, because I know a lot of people struggle with their weight and they think, once I lose enough weight, then I will start making videos. And I want you to know that when I first started making videos, I was so self-conscious about my roly bits. Like, my roly bits. It was really hard. And I really had a hard time making any videos because I was self-conscious about how I look. So I want you guys to know that that doesn't matter either. And that's also part of your journey. So see, we're still no lights. My girlfriend's daughter came over and we learned how to make cotton candy. This is still one of my most viewed videos. It's a lot of fun. It was actually these two videos together. It was one afternoon we spent, but it was so long, I got Isaac to split it into two separate videos. But we had so much fun. We talked about keto and fun ways to eat less sugar. This is the first recipe that I actually consider a recipe. This is what I created that is my masterpiece. I was sitting in my chair on a gloomy Friday and I was miserable, and I saw that sparkle cappuccino video that everybody sees on Facebook. And I started searching for it, and I wanted a sparkle bulletproof coffee, and I couldn't find one. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to make it. I was so excited. I ran into my house. I was wearing my house coat. I filmed the video. I paused it in between so that people didn't have to watch me, you know, just making whipped cream. I ran downstairs. I was so excited. I told my son I made the best video ever. And he said, no, Mom, you made 4 separate videos, because I wasn't pausing it. I was stopping it. And at that time, I didn't have the proper software to edit it. So I went that day and I got my hair appointment, and I decided I would remake the recipe. And this was that day.
Hi guys, thanks for joining me today on Colorful Keto with Dory. I'm all fancy today. I was an updo model today, so I decided I'd come home and put on something pretty. Hair by the fantastic Nikki Toms. I will post her link at the end of the video. So anyways,
It is in the video
super
too. If you
excited.
guys are in Calgary, it's from the
invented
Hair
something
College.
wicked today, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. I saw a really cool post about...
And by then, I had already realized, as soon as I posted my very first video, some of my ladies who loved me sent me the Google pronunciation of keto. And I was classic Dory, and I was like, are you sure? And they were like, yes, Dory, we're very sure about that. It is. This is actually my favorite recipe. It's hardly had any people look at it, but this one's actually my favorite recipe, because what I do when I make soup at home is I make the base with tomato and onion, and then I make all of the veggies and the noodles as a side dish, so everyone can add whatever they want to it. And this honestly is one thing I make at my house most, and I hate it because of how rolly I look. Like, I love this recipe. I hate how I look in it. It drives me crazy. I'm like, oh my God, look at all my rolls. And then I think, you know, I wonder if everybody else looks at my rolls.
I wanted to show you guys what I do in my house.
So then we moved on a little. We did a dairy-free version of the unicorn ice cream that I made. This is actually one of my most viewed videos. And when I tell you guys about the video that I posted that everybody hated and everybody bashed me over, and I got totally roasted over the YouTube flames and the Facebook flames for, it was this video, because everybody didn't like it. They said it was stupid to make a 41-minute video about mug cakes and 1-minute muffins and mug bread. But it is literally one of my most viewed videos, so I guess people did want to watch it. And I will tell you guys a secret, because back then, and I'm going to show you guys, there's no recipes. Like, there is no typed out anything anywhere back in the old world of Dory. Like, unless I went back through and later put something in, because I had a concept and I wasn't going to share recipes per se. I was going to teach people how to be creative. So for this video, what I did was I took flavor requests from my favorite Facebook group, and we just made them. Like I said, hey guys, give me flavors you want to make. And we just made it live. There was no recipe. We were building as we go, and I put them together. And at the end, that was that. And that was originally what I planned to do. Like, I never intended to put together recipes for people. I just wanted to show people how I create things. Like, the idea behind my brain really was where I was going, and not so much established recipes. And that changed over time because people complained. This also, again, not very many views. This is one of my favorite videos. My niece and my great nephew came over to decorate cookies, and he spent most of his time fixing my furniture. He brought his little toy tools that you can see there on the table.
Colorful Keto with Dory, and today we have 2 very special guests.
You have to hear what he says.
My lovely niece and my little nephew. And we are going to decorate festive cookies today. Are you ready? Yeah? Okay, you phone your guys and make sure they're ready to do cookies. Phone your crew. Phone them up.
You need to muffins.
Or muffins. We're gonna make pretty cookies. Make sure they're ready.
You ready to make touches? Yeah? Okay.
Woo!
Yeah,
We're ready.
okay.
We got our crew. We're ready to make cookies. So the first ones we're gonna do is.
So we decorated the cookies, but what you guys have to see is, like, seriously how cute he is. Like, he's underneath there with Kaya. I did take some pictures and post it on my video, but he literally spent most of the time, see where you can't see him? He's laying underneath of his chair playing with the dog. Like,
This one is monk fruit blend.
and he kept demanding her to bring him tools because I told him he wasn't allowed to have any tools to fix my chair. So he kept asking Kaya to bring him tools. It was seriously so much fun. These are from when my nephew Boo Boo decided he was going to run away from home. And I said, let's make recipes instead. And then you can go back home. How about that? So we had a lot of fun. We made a chocolate peppermint candy cane bulletproof hot chocolate.
Hi guys.
Oh.
And welcome back to another colorful keto with Dory. I have an extra special guest today. Bring your chair over, Boo Boo. Come on over and up you get. Hi guys. Say hi.
Hi.
Tell them who you are.
I'm Patrick.
Yeah. And how many are you?
5.
You're 5. And I'm your daddy's auntie, right?
Yep.
That makes me your great aunt, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so today, Patrick, aka
So
Boo Boo,
we made that. And then we made a really awesome dairy-free sparkle. I'm going to show you guys the end of the video so you can see him holding it. He's so cute. Oh my God.
It's better than ever.
It's gonna taste better than ever. Other half of the little straw that we had. There
Oh,
it
and
is.
he had both of his drinks
Awesome.
on.
Taste of that.
Oh, there we go. We are still live. I thought it kicked me out. There we go. Look at that.
It's good.
It's good.
So
Auntie, ever
much
taste
fun.
too? Yay!
Okay, so we're getting off track now. Homemade butter, nut butters, those were the first things I made because they were the first things I learned and they were super fun, super easy. If you guys don't make these at home, check them out because it literally takes minutes to do them. Keto Wars. This is when I very, very first started Keto Wars. I've tried to launch it a couple of times. I think we're going to do it on TikTok. I think TikTok is the place for Keto Wars. Still no sparkles. Look, no lights, no lights, no lights, no lights, no lights, no lights. It wasn't until like here's the very, very first time that we had lights in my kitchen. So I was doing a karaoke dance party and I decided I would set up the lights because again, karaoke dance party, why not?
Hey guys!
And we made food.
Happy Thursday! So,
We made appetizers and we had the lights and we listened to music. By the way, Facebook blocked almost all of that live because they suck and it had music in it. But after that day was when I started to get feedback that I had to have the lights in every video. And it started that when I didn't have the lights, people complained. Back then, I used to use the lights, but I was still doing my Q&As at the table, all professional style with Dr. Ken, and everybody else got the lights. And then Dr. Ken complained at me, like, that's not fair. Why does everybody else get lights? And I don't get lights, Dory. He's like, why are my lives boring, Dory? Like, what is that? Like,
if you ever,
you got me on here like this, Dory, and everybody else gets the sparkles. Like, what's up with that? So then I decided, you know what, the sparkles. Ooh, we went to karaoke together. Did you guys ever watch that video? I brought you guys with me to karaoke. We had fun.
For karaoke tonight.
Woo! Woo! Karaoke. So much fun. I also embarrassed my cousin while we were live at the bar. It was seriously like fantastic. I have a couple breakfast in bed for two recipes. You guys will love these. Use a silicone mold. It makes a muffin, the egg, and the cake. So you get your breakfast muffin and your cake. You can pre-make it so your hubby can throw it in the microwave in the morning. Shamrock shake like McDonald's. Yeah, again, Dr. Ken, no sparkles, complaining. When I very first made cream eggs, do you guys remember that? God, cream eggs. This is also how I very first messaged Carolyn Ketchum, Food Dreamer, because I saw her cream egg recipe. And when I saw hers was low carb, and it called for low carb condensed milk, which I didn't have. So I decided I was going to make one. But I'm not going to lie. I geeky style messaged her and said, "Oh my God, I'm so inspired by you. I'm working on cream eggs." And she said, "That's so cool." Because that's how Dory does. Oh, and look at, okay, so now we're at fasting bombs. And this is a good time. So this has been 2 years in the making, guys. 2 years ago, I invented something, and I called them fast bomb melts. Now, they're made specifically for when you're fasting. There's no protein and there's no sweetener. It's just fat. So you can put them in your coffee. You can put them in your bone broth. You can put them in anything you want to drink them. And then when it's meal time, you can use them as flavor bombs on your meats and your vegetables. So when I originally created these, I released 3 recipes for them because I was working on a cookbook and I wanted to make a cookbook for these. But I thought I invented them and nobody knows what they are. So I better make a couple videos about what they are. But here's the irony part. Guess what, guys? On Friday, this cookbook is going to be available on Amazon. I finally did it. I finally got it put together. And this cookbook will be available on Friday on Amazon. So if you guys are curious about what fast bomb melts are, we'll just watch one of the videos real quick.
Hi guys, welcome back to another colorful pizza with Dory. It needs to be just fat. It needs to have no protein and no sweeteners in it. So today we're gonna make our first ever fast bomb melt. 2 tablespoons of our nice whipped butter, and we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of our rendered bacon fat. This is the difference between a fat bomb and a fast bomb. So the fasting ones you're going to be able to have during your fasting time. So when you're not supposed to be eating, but you're hungry and you know it's not time to eat yet, and you need just that little extra bump of fat. If you want something with the protein, with the sweetener, you want to save those for your eating window. You can see, oh, butter and bacon.
So we got that one. If it'll load for us.
Hi guys, welcome back to another colorful keto with Dory. A tablespoon of whipped butter, and then we're gonna add a tablespoon of high-fat coconut milk. 2 tablespoons of pickle juice. Put our creamy dill into the molds, and then we're just going to freeze it until it sets. And because this is just fat, no protein, no sweetener, this is something that we can have that isn't going to break our fast.
Remember when I said, Joette, my background music used to be way too loud? Ta-da! We were just talking about that, like, literally yesterday, the day before, my, like, background music debacles.
Hi guys, welcome back to another Colorful Keto with Dory. Fast Bomb Melt. These have no sweetener, no protein. This is something we can eat while we're fasting. 1 tablespoon of whipped butter. We're gonna add 1 tablespoon of coconut cream. I'm in a dancey mood today, guys. I can't lie. This is the rosemary infused olive oil that I made. A nice tablespoon of the olive oil. We're going to use a fine grind pepper. A quick little spray. Spoon our mix into there, and we're gonna pop it into the freezer. Just the action of chewing will break your fast. So these are something that we will need to let melt.
And then I made one recipe showing how to use them in your food.
Welcome back to another Colorful Keto with Dory.
My editing has gotten way better.
Spiral radish. And we're going to do a little bit of spiral zucchini. We're just going to throw some frozen shrimp on there, as many as you want for a serving. For me, I'm going to put 6. We're going to drizzle a little olive oil, cover it with plastic wrap, microwave for 1 minute. We're going to use my Fast Bomb Melts for a flavor infusion. So we're going to add 1 of the butter bacon and 1 of the rosemary black pepper.
So, officially this Friday, and it's just a mini cookbook. It contains these 3 recipes and 12 more. So it's going to be available on Amazon. I decided what I'm going to do, instead of making one large cookbook, I'm going to make mini cookbook collections of different things that we want. So one that'll be 5-minute keto, all recipes you can make in 5 minutes or less. Keto breakfast, mug cakes. That way we can end up having all the things that we want together in just a little collection that you can get for 99 cents or $1.99 and keep in your collection. Something that's small, that's easy to gift to our friends and family who want to start keto and they don't want to be intimidated by a 300-page instructional manual book. You can just send them some fun recipes and say, hey, check out this fun keto stuff that I've been doing. So if you guys are new, and I know, Betty, you don't really know me. So on my page, we cover everything from recipes to Q&A. We talk a lot about self-esteem and self-love because this is something that I have struggled with my whole life and we work on. I have a grief counselor who does lives with us. We talk to my doctor that I had my weight loss surgery with. And then just random fun people that we come across. You're going to find hair videos on my YouTube channel as well. I loved this hairstyle, by the way, just saying. Like, I know you remember this one, Joette. I missed that one. I remember this one hair. It was so much fun. Oh my goodness. I loved that one. Seriously, that kind of stuff. Oh my goodness, Joette, when we're talking about bad editing, Oh my goodness. Okay. So I think this video is the epitome of my bad editing that I've ever done. It's so bad. I totally need to remake the whole video because of it.
How I'm doing that on under $30. So, first, we got a nice pork loin that was on sale today. So this was $10.55. Then I got a pack
Meat prices have doubled in the last 2 years, by the way. Just saying.
Their expiry. This was $7.50, and then I actually really lucked out because I usually only find the lean there. But I found a big pack of medium ground beef that's also close to its time. So I'll divide that up, and that will, again, depending on what I make with it, a minimum of 3, maybe 4 meals for my family of 4. So we've got 4 of beef, 3 of chicken, and probably 4 to 6 depending.
Oh, you think it's bad, Joette? It gets worse. Meat is so expensive now. Like, I miss when I could buy a pork loin for $10. They're about 25 right now. But still, it's a lot of meals. Oh, and then that one was just the one. So what I had done was I had collected them all together, my 1 through 5. It's somewhere later down here, and it was bad. When I very first started doing the videos, like the ones with iMovie, that was around this time. And you have seen my iMovie skills improve like so much since back then. I still love this coffee though. Like, it's the sword I will die on. I love it. I don't care if people think it's stupid. I invented it. I don't even care. And in comparison, my editing skills have gotten so much better. Like, so much better. I mean, back then, I didn't even know how to edit movies. I didn't know how to clip them together. Everything is raw. Everything is unedited on my page. Like, you get what you get, and it's such a weird combination of content. I won't lie. Like, my content is a mash. This one I made for before we went to KetoCon. So around about here was around the time that we were going to the very first KetoCon, which should be this week. I'm so sad about that, by the way. Like, so sad.
Wow. Would you look at this?
I love this video Nancy made for me, by the way.
It's starting to feel colorful. Maybe it's because Colorful Keto with Dory is gonna fly in to Texas all the way from Canada. I can't wait to meet the Unicorn Princess and Mermaid Wendy.
I love that. That's so funny. So very funny. So that's kind of, remember we were talking about Dale today, Joette? We were talking about Dale today. Hang on, and I just saw him as I was scrolling by. I swear I just saw Dale. Where was he? I just saw it. Oh my goodness, and then it disappeared on me. But I did a live with Dale from Self-Publishing, and he messaged me today. We were chatting it up today. These are from when we went to KetoCon. From the first KetoCon, when I met Maria and Jimmy. Maria and the boys.
Hi guys, we're at KetoCon.
This is Sunday. Listen to how no voice I have.
Boys, tell them your name.
Micah, hi.
And who's mommy? Maria. And it's Happy Father's Day to the awesome daddy. Yes. Yes. Now, if you guys don't follow Maria yet, you have to. I swear, if you don't, we can't be friends. I love you, I really do, but we can't be friends. I had to introduce you guys, and I had to hug everybody. We don't have a lot of time, but this is my favorite keto family.
And then Maria decided she would give us a cookbook to give away. So we followed her around.